Okay, so today is June 30th, 2025, last day in June, and we ended off the month with a break-even trade. Why? I mean, I did follow all my rules today, so I rate today a B. You have A, B, and C ratings. I give today a B. Why do I give today a B? I give today a B solely because TP didn't hit. I followed my rules. I waited for extra confirmation. I did everything right. There was also barely no news today. It was yellow folder news, so you know when there's no news, the market likes to bullshit, which is exactly what it did. So in this trade recap, I will literally walk you step by step on every single thing I did up until I take the trade in my entire thought process. Cool. I woke up in the morning. I go to the 1 hour time frame. I go on the 1 hour time frame and notice that we are bearish and we're continuing this bearish momentum. Cool. I mark out New York open pre-market. I mark out Asian session open, and I mark out London open. Cool. I've marked out all the fun stuff. I go down to the 5 minute time frame. If it'll load. Cool. On the 5 minute time frame, I mark out London session lows. Just because I mark these out doesn't mean I plan on using them. Asian session high, London session highs, and Asian session low all the way down here. And London session highs are up here. Cool. So what am I waiting for? As you can see, we're in a downtrend, so I want to continue the bearish momentum, right? So I'm waiting. Once I seen this, right? Once I get a break of structure, because I'm looking at this, maybe this high right here, to get swept to continue lower to target these lows. But the moment it breaks structure and closes, this high is invalid to me. I wouldn't take this inversion. Why? Like I told you, I'm deepening my bag. Notice how my strategy is still the same, but I'm adding newer and newer things to avoid losers and losing trades. This is how you trade. You deepen your bag. You go back and you say, oh, okay, every time I did a liquidity sweep and it broke structure, I tend to lose more. So if this gap here gets inverse, I wouldn't want it. Why? Because I needed to break structure again to the downside. So this is the gap I will take. That's the gap I will take. Why? For it to inverse this gap, that ultimately means it broke structure again to the downside after breaking structure to the upside. Because if you break structure to the upside and just inverses this gap, this can just liquidity sweep and take off. And it's happened many times. If anything, that's the second part of my strategy where I use to catch continuation moves instead of just reversals. But we're waiting. Like, they respected this gap, continued higher. Break of structures work. This means that it wants to go higher. What's the next high I'm looking at? I'm looking at this high, right? We move. Okay, nice little sweep. Cool. Boom. We inverse this gap here. But I don't want to take it on this gap because we broke structure right here to the upside as well. We are still breaking structure to the upside. This is a break of structure. This is a break of structure. I needed to break structure, or CISD, or whatever y'all want to call it, down here. And what does that align with now? Before we were looking at here if we wanted to take a sweep off these highs. Now that we're taking a sweep off these highs, we're looking at this fair value gap, and not this one. I needed to break structure again. If it wasn't breaking structure going towards the upside, then I would have taken this fair value gap. But if this was just all blue, and there was no high here, and it just swept it and inverse, this is where I would get in. But I need this candle to inverse. So we get that right here. I'm like, okay, perfect. I'll take a short. I took this short position right here. I kept my stop really gave it some space because I wanted to incorporate this fair value gap in case I wants to trade back into it. But I actually wanted this gap to not get traded back into. I wanted it to respect this one. And then what was my TP? My TP was London session lows. This is a beautiful trade. Beautiful. I will take this 10 out of 10 times. What happened? Small little pullback. I started getting worried. What happened next candle? Continuation of the pullback. Holy shit. Next candle. Dump. Cool. Next candle. Another pullback. Fucking hell. Next candle. Dump. Good shit. Next candle. Another pullback. God damn it. Right? Waiting. Boom. Once I noticed this, right? We're chopping around this fair value here. We have now finally inversed it, but failed to close below this low. We just wicked it. I'm going break even. Why? If anything, I should have just sold all my positions. My whole thought process was, this shit is reversion, right? Because if price really wants this low, from here, there will be a tiny wick like this going up and it'll dump. I've traded this strategy for years now. I know everything about it. So break even is perfect. Boom. Instantly break even on the next candle. That sucks. Now if I had held to, if I had kept my break even, stop loss. Stop loss. So that's the gut feeling I was talking about. You have to learn how to trust yourself and trust your analysis. I wasn't going break even because I was scared to lose money. I was going break even because this is a very predictable pattern. Look at this. Consolidate, accumulation, manipulation. If we go down to the 1 minute, that's exactly what this is. Accumulate, boom, manipulate, broke structure on the 1 minute. Oh yeah, we're going short, massive long dick to the upside. That's how they get you all the time. But this is the trade that I took on this glorious Monday. This is 4th of July week, so obviously no trading on Friday. And I'll see y'all boys in the next trade.